Basic Architect. Yeah, we're out here at Build Show Bill Boston site. So, topic for today, we're going to talk about interior doors, interior openings. I think it's certainly worth a quick chat on when would I do a cased opening, when would I do a pocket door, when would I do a hinge door. So you can see we got a bunch of the doors here. Most of them are in. We still have a few select ones that have yet to be installed, but I thought we'd just take a walk around, look at a number of different door openings. We'll show you the options that we selected for that, why we selected them, and we'll talk a little bit about doors. So, first one is when you have a doorway that has no door, right? So this we would call a cased opening. And basically what it is it gets trimmed out just like any one of our doors in the house, where we have door casings, we have the pieces on the inside, the jam liners, and then a whole set of casing on this side, but there is no door to it. It's just a decorative trim package so that it establishes the difference between this room and that room. It's a cased opening. Now, one of the things we don't have in this house is an uncased opening, right? One of the things that we could do here, if we chose to, was to just have the drywall come down the wall, wrap the door opening, and go back and be drywall here. And the baseboard, you would just have the baseboard trace the U shape. We chose not to do that. All of our door openings, even if they don't have a door, we have them as cased openings here. So you can see that. But that's the first one. The second one is a pocket door. Now, we're in this is the office, and the thing that you don't see is right about where I'm standing here, there's going to be a full floor-to-ceiling glass wall that we're having made and fabricated right now that'll have like a sliding barn door on it, etc. It's like, think of it as a giant shower glass door, because in fact, that's who's making it up, our shower glass guy. But we have this office with a hallway in front of it here. Now, this is a very public area where behind the cameraman and such as living room, kitchen, dining space, all of that, very public area. So if you're the homeowners here and you have guests staying over, or you wake up early and you want to, go into the kitchen or whatever, but your guests want to be able to use the bathroom or be down here at night in somewhat privacy, then we've put in a pocket door here. And a pocket door is nothing more than a door that's on a track that recedes into a pocket inside the wall. So when that door is parked, it's basically sitting in the wall here, right? And so the wall here is pretty much hollow. And with that is we have cavity sliders. They're the manufacturers of the door frame there. And you can see that, I'll try and remember to insert a photo in the video, but you can see there, it's basically set up that you attach the drywall right to that door frame. It's an aluminum reinforced frame, but then it has a track on the top and it has the door. Now, one of the beauties that I like about the cavity sliders is on their ultimate door system, which is what we have here, they have what's called soft close technology. So you can't slam the door, right? I'll do that again in case you weren't ready for it, right? You can try and slam it, but the piston catches it and then slowly recedes it. Now, likewise, when you go to close it this way, I can't slam it either. You can see that it gets to within about 1.5 inches or so, and then the piston catches the door, and then it slowly retreats into the opening. But then that gives a nice flush opening there. So it's kind of the next step up from the cased opening, right? I don't have a door that's interfering. If I have a glass wall here, I don't really want the option to have a hinge door sitting against my glass wall when it's open, right? Doesn't make sense buying all of that glass. Over here, we're going to have cabinetry all along the wall here. I don't want the door sitting in front of, 25% of my beautiful walnut cabinetry there. On this side, I have a hallway, and I have a wall right, 8 inches down here for the bedroom, so I can't really park it there. And I don't want the door swinging all the way around 180 degrees and sitting up against the wall here in my hallway. So that's why we made this a 2x6 wall. We have a pocket door here. We also, inside the office, we have a way that the homeowners can retreat to the owner's suite. And again, it is the same cavity slider hardware that allows that to go. And you can see, kudos to our finished carpenter. We have a very nice reveal on the door, and then as it closes, it retreats down. So, cased open, pocket door. Next one is the one you're probably the most familiar with. This is a hinge door. So these are 1 3/4. They are a shaker style door. So it has a square sticking here, and it has the stop. But these are typically good for when you're looking for privacy. You know, as much as I like the utility of a pocket door, understand one of the things that I always talk about with my clients is the acoustics of a pocket door are horrible because they really don't seal up against anything. There's an airspace around, so noise can move around those really, really quick. And they're not really like latched on anything. Yes, you can get them and you can get hardware, but for the most part, pocket doors are more about some limited cover, right? Meaning that I close the door, nobody can see me walking in this hallway. They might be able to hear me, etc. with the sound, but they can't see me. So you put those up as kind of, let's call semi-private conditions is where I would use a pocket door. If I really want a private condition between, say, like a hallway and a bedroom, I'm moving to a hinge door because these will close. They close against the stop. It's a far more tortured path for that noise to travel via air. And if I'm in a situation where, you know, I've done it where maybe this is a music room for the kids of the house, so they can go in there and practice. Well, we can get weather stripping and put it on here and really seal up that door a lot better acoustically and get even better performance out of it. Now, as we come in here and we take a look, we have here, these are just basically double doors as opposed to the single door there. On double doors, and notice if you haven't picked up on it, they sent these with the wrong hinges. So the guy installed them, we'll swap out for the stainless steel hinges. So I don't want anybody putting in the comments, hey, why did you have, you know, polished brass on the closet, but everything else is polished chrome? They sent these out earlier before these were some of the first doors that got sent out here. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at here is, could we have put, these are two 18-inch doors. Could I have put one 36-inch door there and a 36-inch door there? Yes, I could have. But the thing that I'm sensitive to in here, this is a bedroom that's probably on the order of about 12.5 feet by 13 feet. So it's a very good size for a guest bedroom. It's not overly large. But the thing that I like to consider is when I bring the bed in off of the bed wall and the bed is here, do I want a door that has a 3-foot sweep, or do I want a pair of doors that have an 18-inch sweep, right? Because if I did this as a single door, then this door would be out somewhere out here. So it would basically be twice the size of that. And then if I had the door open and I wanted to walk between it and the bed, I have a much smaller space. So one of the ways that I gain that extra space is taking these larger doors and turning them into that double door system, which is what we have there. So lastly, if for those of you that get confused about left hand, right hand door, and when a person talks about is it a left hand door or right hand door, it's meaning the direction of swing. But how do I know what the difference between a left hand and right hand is? Well, I'm going to teach you exactly how an old timer taught me. He said, Steve, you stand in the doorway, you put your butt up against the hinge. If the door swings this way, obviously my right hand, it's a right hand door. If the door swings this way, it's a left hand door. So butt to hinge, direction of swing denotes the operation of the door. Right hand versus left hand. All right. We're not going to touch upon the windows and that trim. We talked about the different doors, but I did shoot a separate video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's talking about the window trim and baseboard and all of the door casings and all of that good stuff. But I just thought it would be great to go through the different styles of doors. I'm trying to think of, the other kinds that you might be familiar with that I just don't do a lot is, they make these doors where they're hinged on one side and hinged in the middle and not hinged here. So when I open it, it's a bifold and this will run along the track. It's the same size as this, but it's hinged here with the other door. I'm just not the biggest fan of those. I prefer a hinge style door. They also make sliding bypass doors, but then you have that door recessed and the other door in front of it. I'm not the biggest fan. I like the slider as my secondary approach. Hinged is always first, slider would be my next, bifold would probably be my last order of selection in terms of oversized closet doors. So anyways, that's my little tidbit on doors for you. I'm Steve Basic Architect. We're out here at the Build Show Build Boston site. Until next time, long live our buildings.